Hello everyone and welcome to morning coffee break. Hope everybody's doing good today. Excuse me. Today's Saturday, August 26th. Currently it's 78 degrees. High today is 86. Chance of rain 20%. I'll believe it when I see it. And winds are at 6 miles per hour right now. It is so humid though, it makes it feel much warmer than whatever the temperature is. Okay. That's always been a problem here. It stays humid, especially in the mornings. Oh my gosh, when you first get up in the morning, it's awful. Today, as far as I know, Logan, he wants to do his show on Sunday this week. He had we watch wrestling, we follow wrestling, and he had two of his favorites wrestlers passed away, and remember them, their families and everything, and he's really upset about it. Is what he told me. So he wants to wait until Sunday. Okay, so today there'll be a taste test with Mike. I tried it's a chicken bacon ranch in a soft roll is what it said on it, and it's from Aldi. So check that out. It kind of looked like a Hot Pocket to me. I mean, just the way it looks. Okay. What do we ended up last night? We had we were gonna have pizza, and we decided to wait until like the night of Logan's show probably. So it's something easy to fix. So we had my smoked sausage baked because we had some Brussels sprouts that needed to be used. So we had them roasted vegetables with that smoked sausage. And tonight I'm fixing to show you some eggplants here. We're gonna have eggplant parmesan. That'll be another meatless meal. And the night. A few nights ago we had the hummus burger, and that was didn't have any meat in it. So we're doing real good on that. And eggplant parmesan, I don't miss any meat in it at all. And then we'll have a salad, I'm sure, and garlic bread. I've got today's harvest, everybody. Look at this eggplant. Man, that's a nice one. This one's almost as big. Not quite. But I've got quite a few out there. I don't know how many, 4 or 5 more that's probably this big, and then all others different sizes as well. But that's the one I'm going to use for the eggplant parmesan. And the okra is really starting to do well. I got these. And what I'm doing, since you don't get enough at one time to really make anything, I cut them up and put them, in a freezer bag, and then we use them whenever needed. That's the nice okra. That's some real good okra. And then just different tomatoes. They first look like this, kind of yellow at first, and then they turn red, just in a matter of days. And I like to pick them when they're, as soon as I can tell they're changing, because I don't want any of the critters to eat on them. And they will if they're ripe out there. This one has like an interesting pattern or something. I don't know if you can tell. That looks like a Cherokee purple. That looks like a Cherokee purple. And then there's some smaller ones, and then some of the other small ones. So. Yeah, I still got the onions are still growing a little bit till I want them to be as big as they can get, the green onions, because they'll be really a lot better that way. So that's today's harvest. So we're gonna definitely use that and make us some eggplant parmesan. That'll be so good. Okay. How about today's tidbits? Comet Nishimura's speedy flyby. Catch it up close. Doesn't look like much right there. Comet Nishimura is coming close to us at 240,000 miles per hour, and we can see it without special tools. It will pass by the sun in early September, approaching Earth as close as 78 million miles on September 12. As it gets near the sun, it changes and looks like a dirty snowball with ice and dust. It's best to look at it when the sun is going down or coming up. That's interesting. And then I mentioned something a while back, I think, on today's Tidbits about this. Ships stuck at Panama Canal as water levels dip. At the Panama Canal, where low water levels brought on by El Nino and climate change have prompted authorities to limit transit, dozens of ships are stranded. Authorities are reducing the number of ships permitted to cross each day from an average of 36 to 32 in order to conserve water. The conditions are expected to worsen even more next spring. Man, can you imagine though? I mean, some of them would be sitting there quite a while, I guess, if they're backed up, you know. I'm sure they are backed up. You know, just it being, what's that, like 4 less than they normally do, but that's 4 big ships, you know, that can really get, I don't know, it'd get really congested waiting on them, you'd think, to be unloaded, or to pass through, I mean, not unloaded. These solar blasts have greater impact on space weather. I guess that's a picture of a solar blast. In a study published in the journal Science, researchers describe what they believe to be a new class of solar activity called picoflares. The powerful little blasts were detected by the European Space Agency's Solar Orbiter spacecraft. They travel at around 62 miles per second and can have a greater impact on space weather than the bigger flares. And wildfire smoke spurs surge in asthma ER visits. I'll bet. The Canadian wildfire smoke that covered U.S. cities caused a notable increase in asthma-related emergency room visits. Affected areas saw a 17% national rise in asthma-related ER visits. New York and New Jersey experienced 364 extra asthma-related ER visits, spiking hospital activity by 46% on smoke-affected days. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it would. I mean, if you have asthma, it would definitely cause trouble. Where is it? Where is it? Here's a grocery outlet weekend deals. I can't tell which brand name these cookies are. They're mini chocolate chunk cookies. There's 6 packs of them in there for $1.49. These are those Jimmy Dean things. Them things are really good. What did I do? I went to the same thing. They're the Jimmy Dean Simple Scrambles. The ham and cheddar one's really good. For $1, them things are like almost $4 elsewhere, even at Walmart. Some kind of cinnamon cookie mix. Is that what it says? For $1? I can't tell what brand. Oh, Duncan Hines. You can tell it's a spoon thing. And watermelon or cucumber lime energy seltzers, 2 for $1. And meal replacement bars. They look like Kind to me. Kind bars. 9-pack for $5.99. You know how expensive those Kind bars are, but that's a really good deal. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see. Where's the nice news? Here it is. I'm gonna find it. Researchers unveil first complete sequence of a human Y chromosome. There's chromosomes, I guess. Scientists sequenced a human genome in 2003, a major achievement at the time. There were still some gaps, though, so they finished the remaining 8% last year, or most of it at least. Researchers still struggled with the Y chromosome, a notoriously challenging piece of the puzzle due to its complex structure. Now, however, the full sequencing of the Y chromosome is complete per a study published Wednesday in the journal Nature. Just a few years ago, half of the human Y chromosome was missing from the reference. The challenging, complex satellite areas, co-lead author Monica Kachova said in a press release. Back then, we didn't even know if that could be sequenced. It was so puzzling. This is really a huge shift in what's possible. It's okay. Scientists use chemistry to learn more about Pompeii victims. Well, that sounds interesting. The Mount Vesuvius eruption that buried the Italian city of Pompeii in AD 79 has fascinated scientists for centuries now, and they're still somehow finding new ways to look at the evidence and learn more about the volcano's victims. Pompeii is one of the most important places from an archaeological point of view. All of Roman society is imprinted at the moment after the eruption, all stuck in time. That's what's so crazy about it. They even could tell what their food was and everything, that they were eating, getting ready to eat and stuff. I don't know. You could see like their plates and everything, was there for their dinner. I don't know if they really, if the food disintegrated when it came down, but it seemed like they could even tell what they were eating. I saw some video on YouTube about it. The cast of Pompeii refer to the bodies that were preserved in plaster by archaeologists in the 1860s and 70s. They have maintained their shape all these years later, showing a realistic image of what many people looked like. But Galileo and his team discovered that the plaster could have contaminated the chemical composition of the bones. They decided to reevaluate the likely causes of death as a result, finding that despite the contamination, the chemical evidence still supports the theory that most died of asphyxiation. It's an honor to work in Pompeii, he said. We do work that we love, and for us, it's not work. Well, that's pretty neat. I think they were able to find a lot about the way they just everyday life stuff. Okay, we got a quote of the day. It's from R.J. Palacio. Courage, kindness, friendship, character. These are the qualities that define us as human beings and propel us on occasion to greatness. Okay, everybody, that's going to be it today for Morning Coffee Break. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. And check out Taste Test with Mike later on. Bye, everyone, and God bless.